Alright, welcome back to some more JD stuff we got going on over here. This one for the month of February. Hello in here. Yeah, we record a bit a few times over here because my keyboard over here. Cause I have it where my recording the software is at. They're easier, like start. It's kind of iffy over here, so hopefully it's not gonna be too much of a problem going forward. Once this whole thing is going rather. It's kind of back and forth, but it should be fine. Anyways, over here for February, we've got some interesting stuff over here. Sierra seen fucked in the parts, and Brian, in fact, the rights are the only part that's don't feel about Sierra coming to work. We might actually get some shit very soon. Some examples, image 1 and 2 over here. This over here, while I made pictures. The NBA days is the last committee of Congress to decide that each candidate was in pure stress and nervous, and wondered what the results would be. Abby Hoffman, the COVID associates were saying QH, they both HQ, quoted with the head, anyways. But the entire cigarette package made to contain their intent anxiety. There's a bunch of misspells I just realized. Yeah, hopefully to get fixed during the full release of the second demo. You'll see. Finally, as the doorbell rang, a letter destined to Abby Hoffman was ringing outside the door. He eagerly took inside to show his associate when he opened. The best news of his life was written there. Abbott Howard Hoffman, by popular vote of the Community Congress, you elected as head delegate of the Community Congress. The Congress will be reopened for you. Hoffman's heart was filled with pure raging ecstasy. He couldn't believe what was happening. Hoffman and his friends of somebody can organize a hippie paradise over here where his most trusted hippies and nice hippie over here, that's a different spot of it. Friends and new other anarchist faction members will all be united in the Congress account of a full day of pure self-indulgence. Mutual concerts, festivals, all the legal and illegal substances one could ever ask for. For a full day, new Congress will internally restructure, taking the chairs and tables, opening spaces for musician instructions to be stayed, drug dispensaries, cold metal shelves, and tablets filled with alcohol bottles. Party began early in the morning with just Hoffman and his parliament there, mostly making sure all things were as smooth as possible. More people came bringing their own stuff from home, suburbs becoming increasingly chaotic. Was all were under mild to some extent, may have used media types at the same time. No, the alcohol increasingly automated were getting louder by the hour. The raw food and euphoria was consuming the celebration. Guests would constantly pass out breaking into fights, and then wreaking havoc upon the whole Congress just because they felt like it. Larry Hopper was nowhere to be seen. Beats including small marvelous close his friends. When the sun finally came out, many of the guests were waking up and realized the absolute state of Congress. Regret suddenly coming in. The news of the party reached all the former territories, and while Hoffman is the Congress. Before King asked if this sort of celebration was appropriate in that point, President of the Congress, of which he simply answered, "Who doesn't enjoy a little self-indulgence?" There's a wee bit of indulgence on the self over here, you know how it is. The dawn of American anarchism movement, this one. Next one over here. Many walked to see the choruses of cheers and Halloween, but neither of the two meant too much to him. Nixon knew the two were not meant for victory, but for the loss of the other farmers, the new position as head delegate, and he barely bought with the Halloween from who he should be vagrants and fanatics. The mood would have been the same had anyone else finished the podium, so why bother would be out by the reaction. For instance, the fact that he had the attention of the good or bad was the real drug at the moment. For the first time in his entire career, he briefly took his gavel, earned the position of head delegate, struck even the podium hard enough to subdue the rest of the Congress. Order! Order! Order has been brought throughout the Northwest, a righteous one unlike any other before in our beautiful country. My fellow delegates, I ask that you accompany me today in appreciation for the new dawn of the America we are witnessing. I am speaking. After so many years of hardships and tribulations, the North has shaken off the rule of petty tyrants and cruel despots. Despots that would have seen our beautiful nation fight against itself, putting brother against brother. And in their absence, we have fight symbols of peace within our lands. There's a plan. There's a plan over here. Could be it. We play come and go. You're not that nervous. The peace brought brings with and learn of enjoying our victories and forgetting about history, but history is a fleeting thing. I can't also let history pass us by. I will not let history pass me by. We can't ignore that this peace is not true peace. Many are low between conflicts despite my deep desire for it to be different. I have against time to the honor of our Congress. I take on as leader in times of crisis in America. I hereby call all you to join me besides in a time of conflict within our divided America. While America may be divided, it is our unshakable desire for our people for freedom and binds us all together. Unless we are in this free America fight to attain this true peace, there will be no peace. Unless we are in this free America fight to preserve freedom, there will be no freedom. As a head delegate, I strive to fight for both. Knowing that failure to do either would be among the gravest of faults in our nation's history. We will fight for a free nation, united and indivisible under God, guided by America's founding principle of freedom. As such, God save America, God save our anarchy. He's an American is freedom. He's an American apple pie, you could say. Yeah. Apple pie. Oh, the old like people say we were over here for MSD over here, so yeah. I mean this guy over here, Christian W. George W. Christians. You ever play like did I do a playthrough of him in Kazui's? I feel like I did the longest time ago, but he's like the whole like, you know, like a socialist slave cash sort of dude over here. I can't remember exactly, but yeah. Due to reactionary socialism, which I guess he could be fit under like, you know, either national vanguard or collectivism in this case, or reactionary socialism. Definitely fits into that monarchy. Yeah, his whole, if you know about his whole shit, and definitely basically that more or less. I think it's pretty interesting to see how that's gonna be. Oh, here with the older people state. Although I am quite curious to how that's gonna plan over here. I do look forward to whenever he gets content. All that other interesting shit. And we apparently probably playing content over here, in case we got a little focus tree or a national spirit. Fish breaking over here, our little thing. Probably something to do with potential revolts and shit for the Great Eurasian War. If here's the thing. Anyway, 1850 revolt in the U.S. East Coast is significant progress. Looking over here. I believe this is one of those are fucking I did a video on like the whole American revolt a while back. I think this is one of the factions like a pop up. I can't remember which one. Yeah, it's been like a long time over here. I'll refresh my memory, but yeah, we got a whole bunch of shit going on. At least I think it's interesting sort of shit, really. But yeah, it's pretty much all over here though, really. I do hope this means that we'll finally have like at least like maybe not a faded release here, but like a proper one that could, you know, get this shit going over here, because it's been like over 2 years since the first now dropped, really, and like a whole bunch of shit be going on over here. I really would like to, you know, play JD again. Well, but all sorts of interesting little things that we got. Hopefully that will be happening soon though over here. I don't know when the fucking date will come out over here or some shit, really. It's the bird memory is still like way fucking weird, because Riflefoot stuff is from the one of the year curse. That's pretty much all stick over here in JD. Has that up there like 2 years, so yeah. It's all it though, really. I'm just kind of venting over here. But like, you know, how long it's been taking for 2 months. I really enjoy actually getting shit done. Anyways, over here, I do look forward to seeing what is actually going to come out over. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, we'll be able to get like maybe that last ideology teaser for JD. Cause we only got like 1 set of them left over here, so hopefully we get that going. Till then, see you guys later, whatever it is going to be doing. Yeah, bye.